Aquascaping. What do you think of when you think of aquascaping? Do you think of the plants or do you think of the fish? More often than not, you're gonna think of the fish. And when you're doing an aquascape, more than likely you're gonna want some schooling fish. And there are a lot to choose from. And in today's video, I'm gonna go over my personal top 5 favorite schooling fish for any aquascape. Let's get into it. Starting out at number 5 is gonna be the green neon tetra or the regular neon tetra. I guarantee you've seen these in any pet store you've gone to. Green neons or neon tetras. I'm gonna put in 2 fish there because they're the same genus of fish, that tetra, but personally I like the green neons or the regular neon tetras. Green neons are gonna have a really nice green shimmer to them and they're perfect in any aquascape. And then the regular neon tetras are gonna have that half red tail and have the nice blue on top of them. And they just fit into any aquascape. And of course, if you get 10 or more of them, you're gonna have a beautiful little school of tetras. On to number 4, we're gonna be talking about the black molly. And as you can see here, them in a big school just looks incredible. Little bonus fact about the molly, the black molly, is personally I believe they are the best algae eating fish. They absolutely crush blackbeard algae. They crush that new wood fungus you sometimes get on spider wood. And in a school, they just look amazing. And they are very, very good breeders. So if you wanted a little breeding project and try to breed some fish to get some new ones going, black mollies are gonna not only keep your tank algae free, but they're gonna be an awesome fish to just learn and breed and play around with. All right, so next up on is number 3, and we're talking about Corydoras. I personally couldn't pick my favorite species of Corydora. There are so many cool ones out there, and I highly recommend you looking into all the different variations of them. Majority of all the Corydoras are gonna be perfectly fine in our aquascapes, generally around that 78 to 80 degree temperature. I love Corydoras because they are goofy little fish. You'll just see them, they are funny, adorable, they're clumsy, they're super personable. My favorite thing about the Corydora is when they're happy, you'll actually see them go from wherever they're at in the tank and they'll jump up and they'll splash the top of the water and you'll see little bits of water come out, and that's actually the Corydoras playing or showing off to a prospective female. So sometimes when you're sitting here, you'll hear a little splash at the top of your water and it's just the cutest thing. If you need, a little bit of personality or just a little bit of fun in your tank, check out the Corydora. We are on number 2 now. We're getting closer and closer, so my favorites are gonna be coming out. The Congo Tetra. I absolutely love these Congo Tetras. They get bigger than most of your tetra fish and most of your aquascaping known fish. And I think having a bigger fish fills your aquascape out really nicely. And especially with the Congos, their colors on the males are so bright. You can see that bottom little blue line with a nice little red on the top of the Congo Tetra. And then once they get a little bit older, you can actually see a white outline on their fin with a touch of black. And this dominant male in here, you can tell he's the boss of this tank. Absolutely love that guy. If you need a bigger, more robust schooling fish, highly recommend checking out these Congo Tetras. They are super cool. Bonus tip about these Congo Tetras, if you look really close to their mouth, they have super jagged teeth. So feeding them is a super fun time. On to my number 1 favorite schooling fish, the rummy-nosed tetra. These were my first schooling fish that I have ever experienced, and that's probably why they're my top favorite, because I have just been falling in love watching these little rummy-nosed grow up as a big school together. They're known for having that bright red face, and they're actually called the canary fish because that red on their face can actually tell you if there's any problems in your tank. So if there's low oxygen, high nitrates, their red will actually start to diminish the poorer the water quality is. So if you want, a little canary fish that gives you a heads up, the rummy-nosed tetra is super unique in that way. And beyond all of that, personally, I think they are the best schooling fish. Right now, they're a little skittish because I'm sitting right in front of this tank, but we'll show you some B-roll sitting back a little bit. These guys move like a perfect wall of fish. They're an absolute unit together. And if you just want a singular species schooling tank, grab yourself a big group, 20 to 50 of these rummy nose tetras, and I guarantee you will love that tank. And just like that, those are my top 5 favorite schooling fish. If you guys have any more ideas for some top 5s or some top 10s of your favorite plants or fish, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all you guys watching, following along, and supporting, and I hope you have a wonderful day.